they maintain ownership or take over ownership as per the ILA. The city has a history, often after exhausting every other opportunity, of doing the right thing. I would hate to see us in a situation where we build a wall, we tear down trees, the city owns it, and the city then removes it, having spent millions of dollars to essentially remove 100 trees. Thank you again for your time and consideration.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Aaron Charles de la Rosa.
Thank you, Chairman and Board. I'd like to first acknowledge that I'm sure that no one at the RMA thought they were doing anything but the exact right thing with Sound Wall 3. The neighborhoods have been asking for these walls for years and years and years. The statutes are made for getting these walls done, and that's understood. There's flexibility in terms of the length time here to reconsider it. And what
By federal guidelines. We don't create those guidelines, we follow them. And the vote at that part of the law, I don't know the vote. Somebody would have to help me. I know all of you are rushing to the microphone. Mario, who would you like? I want you to come out.
For that wall itself, the vote was 26 in favor, 3 opposed, 16 not voting.
And then when they split it out, there's a effort, I mean, not an effort, but on the part of the citizens there, they split it out between the south part and the north part, and those, there's some identification of those being different types of votes. What we can do at this point is something we can discuss how in executive session next place.
I think that, I don't know if I know it's not process, but can Caroline respond? Because she actually wants to respond.
To the 26 to 3.
And I would ask the discretion of the board.
Please approach, please. Part of the record, your state.
Carolyn Arens,
Thank you.
mom of 3. The vote, yes, you'll see in your documents, the vote was 26 to 3, the entire wall. We asked, way back when, if we could get the Mobility Authority to treat those two separate sections separately. If you look at the topography, they're fundamentally different. That didn't happen, so the vote was 26 to 3. And that sounds overwhelming, doesn't it? Look in your documents. At city council meetings, Kathy Tobo said, probed a little bit, because there was a large number unresponsive. And we asked for the voting results back in 2011. We said, can we get those detailed results? Because our hunch is the southern section wants it, because I want it too. The northern section doesn't want it. But we were denied that request. So scroll forward in July, we asked TxDOT again, with help from the Regional Mobility Authority, for the detailed results of the 26 to 3, and 80% of the yes vote was in the southern section. That's a mandate. The northern section was not. And as we re-polled, went door to door, and talked to the 15 voters in the northern section, half-mile long, 20 feet high, 5 feet off the curb, they said, 8 of them went on record to say, no, I don't want this wall. A couple abstained. 1 person went on record to say that they wanted it. So there is a majority vote. Please go ask them officially yourselves. It'd be wonderful. The north, yes, it looked 26 to 3, but we needed to probe a little bit down deeper. Thank you.
Thank you. I think, and this is one idea we might want to discuss more in executive session at this particular point, because we cannot comment as a board today, but we do appreciate the input that you've given us. Is that right with you? Any other questions, comments? No, thank you again.
There are approximately 20 sound walls up and down the corridor. Number 3 is within the Allendale neighborhood.
Okay.
And a portion of that is along Great Northern Boulevard. That's the portion that we are looking at or asking them to reconsider in light of the fact that the neighbors that back up to it, that face it, a majority of them don't want it.
This is just something that seems like we'll really be imprisoned in that area if this should take place.
The response has been that, hey, we had public meetings, and the balloting had a phone number that you could call where they would give you information about the wall. The balloting could have easily said, this wall, unlike every other wall, is going to be 200 feet off Mopac next to your houses. Instead, it just says, for sound wall, yes sound wall.